I'm going to show you how to make a Showtime style tutorial. Well, a sign, preppy sign. First, get your gradient out and save your gradient. If you don't know how to, click the paint bucket and select the gradient, open it up, and use the dropper tool and save them. And just hit new to save it. It will save it down at the bottom or at the end of your gradients. So now that I've already done that, I've already cut out the background. If you don't know how, just select this here, the polygon tool, outline around her, around the girl, select inverse, select, and then hit delete. It will delete your background just like mine. Now if you have it cut out like this, just open it up, hit the magic wand tool, and select the background area, the blank area. Hit select, click inverse again. Now, underneath your layer 0 or layer 1, whichever your top layer, your model, make about 6 new layers underneath. Make sure your model is your first layer. Now, we're going to right click on our model, hit blending options, stroke, and we're going to stroke it white. And we're going to make that 1 pixel. You can make it about 1 or 2, it doesn't really matter. 2 looks good also. Now we're going to right click on the model, that layer again, and select merge down. I'm going to right click again and repeat the stroke option with the gradient that we just saved. Make that 2 pixels. Everything I stroke, I usually do 2 pixels. It makes it stand out a little bit better. Right click on the model again, merge down. Right click again, blending options, and we're going to add our pattern, which is our lines. Make that 2 pixels, snap to origin, and then add a drop shadow. Make it, the angle, make it 120, and you can leave the other default settings. Size, I usually put to 2. I usually put everything to about 2. 202 are my settings. You can make them however you like. It's up to your liking, actually. Now, we're already selected around the model, so we're going to hit select, modify, and expand. Expand it about 17 pixels. You can do it anywhere between 10 and 24, depending on how big the picture is. Because mine is a little small, we're going to do it about 17. The blank layer underneath the model, we're going to add our gradient. So click on your gradient and just do that. Now for the brushes, I'm going to add my script tiny text. You can add whatever you want. I usually pick white because it looks better, and just stamp that on the gradient like so. Now click on your first layer, which is the model. You should have these 2 layers and 2 blank layers. Click on the model and merge down so that the model and the gradient are 1 picture or 1 layer. Right click, blending options, stroke white. We're going to repeat the same stroking steps as we did with the site model. Stroke white, 2 pixels or 1, it's up to you. Right click again, merge down. Right click one more time on top of the layer, blending options, do the second stroke, which is the gradient, and make that 2 pixels. Now right click one more time, merge down. Right click again, blending options, and this should be your line pattern. Make it 2 pixels, snap to origin, add the drop shadow one more time, make the settings 201 again, or 2, whatever you want. It's really up to you. So far, this is part 1 of making a Showtime sign, and I will be back with part 2, making the vector. Give me 1 second.